like the fight. It's like,
Right.
Yeah.
I did the
Yeah.
same thing. I did the
I
same
was like,
shit.
I don't know what he's talking about, man. I didn't even know you watched that shit, man.
Shit, I did. You know, like I know Jon Jones is supposed to be the truth. You know, I seen him beat Cormier's ass or whatever. And that motherfucker is he's fucking legit. I mean, dude was a student of the game. I mean, he's about as good as it gets.
Got you.
And Jon Jones handled him a couple of times, you know, like so I don't know if Jon Jones is that much the truth or the dude that he was fighting was, you know, but it's UFC.
Yeah.
Like anybody can get tapped, man. I mean, shit,
That nigga
break a
ain't been
bone or
tapped.
something.
Yeah, I mean, he was just like playing pity pat, and all of a sudden I see this dude fold him up like an accordion, and the ref was like, "Yeah, it's over." I was like, "Well, damn." You
It
know, I'm
was
thinking something
that
got
and the
broke.
fact that when you start a fight off and you kick a motherfucker in his nuts with a cheap shot, man, you lightweight piss. You piss for that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Who kicked somebody in the nuts?
That's how the fight started.
Somebody kicked Jon Jones in the nuts.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Damn.
See,
You start fighting
I'm
dirty.
that shit, man. That shit is just it's too many factors. You know, flying
Yeah.
ankle, flying elbow.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Motherfucker could damn near, you know, fall asleep standing straight up. You know, and just be posted up against that, like he was posted up against that the back wall or whatever, and he folded his ass in. I was like, shit. Yeah, and plus those cats don't get paid enough.
Oh fuck no!
Yeah.
Fuck
Not a
no! Isn't
fan.
that the reason why
Too.
Jon Jones like waited out all this time? It's because the money wasn't right.
Yeah, like I said, that's why another reason why I don't respect that shit, man. Them dudes put in fucking work, and it's not. They need to know, like, jujitsu, karate, all that shit, boxing. You
All
got to
types
learn
of
all
shit.
kind of shit, and
All
you get this
types
little
of shit, son.
punk ass paycheck. Yeah, nah,
Word.
not even with it.
I can dig that one, man.
Gentlemen, what y'all check out that Chris Rock special?
Yeah, I just finished. I didn't
watch
get the
all of
last fit. Yeah, I didn't watch the last 15 minutes.
I
I just finished that shit, son.
I watched it. I just skipped through because it was a lot of unfunny shit at certain points.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I watched it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, the big part that everybody's talking about is you know, the end where he just goes in on Will and Jada.
Yeah.
And that whole bullshit and you know, shit, the namesake of the stand-up. I mean, selective outrage.
That part.
And you think he was accurate with it?
I think he was spot on when it came
He was
to that.
spot on.
He was spot on. He had enough time to sit back and think about it. And I
think-
wish. Go ahead.
No, you got it, brother. Go ahead.
My only thing is, I wish that people take the emphasis off of, you know, why didn't he hit back or whatever, do something to him. What I want to ask Chris is, you know, if I had the opportunity, how many people did he have to calm down?
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Because he got a lot of folks, you know, brothers that will crash out for him. And I'm sure a bunch of employees, everybody else, and be like, just, hey man, just tell me when. Tell me when. I want to know, like, his side, like, dude, after that happened, how many fires did you have to put out? You know, because that started something. You know what I mean? Not everybody's on his level of, you know what, I could press charges, I could just let it go, or I could do this, or I could get in some gangster shit. You know, and I think they're fucked up because they thought that that's what should have happened. He would get respected more if he did some shit like that, but I think he played it perfectly by taking time out and just falling back, calling off his dogs. Because anybody, I don't give a damn how much money you have, anybody can get touched, especially when you do something that disrespectful.
Well, I think that it's a natural reaction for people to defend themselves. That's why people are saying what they're saying.
Mm-hmm.
But I agree with you. I think he played it perfectly because the Oscars is like one of them historically white venues.
Mm-hmm.
And the last thing we needed was two Negroes on the stage scuffling. All right. It's one of those when you start arguing with fools, you know what I'm saying?
That part.
Exactly.
But I think that he handled it strategic. No, fuck that. He handled it with Lonzo's motherfucking shotgun and surgically, because first of all, he handled Meghan Markle surgically. And I'm gonna say this: I lost a lot of respect for Chris over the years, especially when I seen him sit in front of Louis C.K., Ricky Gervais, and Seinfeld, and he just kind of let Louis C.K. go with dropping the N-word with the hard ER. So I'm too. Now, at the same time, one thing ain't got nothing to do with the other. All right.
Gotcha.
A lot of people feel like Chris been pandering to them other people. One thing ain't got nothing to do with the other. And I think he handled this shit. Will already fucked himself when he smacked the man. But then you come in and now you point out Jada's shit too. And you add in, you just keep digging at this nigga like, yeah, man, this dude is way bigger than me. That was some bitch shit. He picked somebody he knew he can smack. He knew he can beat. I thought it was perfect. I love the way he handled Meghan Markle and them, because he's right. Like, motherfucker, you ain't know that these people was like this. All you had to do was Google. So you didn't think the motherfucker. You didn't think that the person that you married, you didn't think he was racist when he wore that swastika shit for Halloween. When he wore the Nazi shit. She want to play in both worlds, and you know what time it is when you get somebody to say, for the first time in my life, I'm getting treated like a black woman. You sound like somebody that's been trying to pass, and when the passing didn't work, you know what I mean. But hell yeah, Chris was dead on for that shit. He was good, man. And I just think a lot of people, man, they mixing their personal dislike up, in with he deserved it. No, he didn't.
Yeah, I'd say it was just like I said. He nailed it. He got his lick back the best way he could as a comedian, and it is what it is when it comes to their relationship. Go ahead, Tank.
You actually heard people saying that Chris Rock deserved to get smacked at the Oscars?
Oh, man. You hear all kind of crazy shit. Backlash saying, he talked about it in the show, saying that, that's why Jada was mad at him, because he didn't boycott the Oscars that year. Will was supposed to win.
And she did say that he should have quit. She trying to say like, oh, well, no. See, this is the problem that I have with a lot of entertainers. You don't see these motherfuckers stand up for nothing else.
But they should. When it comes to their shit, yeah.
When it comes to their shit, like, fuck the little man, fuck the Trayvon Martins, fuck who was out there, Jamie Foxx.
Yeah,
that was it.
Yeah,
fuck the little guy. But when it come to their shit, we all supposed to sit down, because Will didn't get a fucking award. This man is worth millions, money that most of us will never see. But we supposed to sit this shit out for you, because now it's so white because you didn't get something. Nah, fuck that.
Yeah, and then your husband go pull, like he said, this motherfucker played Muhammad Ali. He's like, I played Pookie. Like, shit. Muhammad Ali put their hands on fucking Pookie. Chris knew it wasn't a fair fight, or even to try to even get back at him. But to my first statement about him, I just want to know how many people he had to, make those calls like, hey, stand down, don't do shit. I know we could touch him. Just chill out. I'm working on something. Chill out. I got it. Don't even trip. If I ain't tripping, you don't trip. That's the question I would like to ask Mr. Rock. Like, dude, how many people in your camp was ready to let loose that night? Not just after it settled in and everybody had a comment after the fact, Chris a bitch, and, he should have did this. It wouldn't have happened to me, and all this other shit. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, indeed. You got a thing too. Like you said, they said Will already messed it up for himself. Why would it make sense for Chris to mess it up for himself as well? You know what I'm saying? Don't retaliate and fuck up your bag.
And just like he ended the show, that sums it up perfectly. The mic drop. That was
right.
It.
I mean,
why.
People, you can have your personal feelings. You can have your personal feelings towards a person, without conflating two situations.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
See, a lot of sisters was mad because he did the black hair thing. You know, they said that it was a jab at him. You know, oh, he exposed weave and how perms fuck up heads. So what? He exposed where the shit come from.
Oh shit.
It's a lot of things, man. You know,
Yeah.
the Ricky Gervais, certain jokes he said. At the end of the day, this man walked up on stage in front of the fucking country and smacked another black man in the face. You don't get
The
no
world,
motherfucking-
Craig. Top five of the world,
The world,
Craig.
the
man.
world.
The world, Craig.
I'm saying here, other people in the world ain't watching no fucking Oscars. They don't care what that shit is. Most of us don't
Dude,
care.
the world. Nah, listen, the
It's
world.
the slap that was heard around
in
the world.
Australia, they said the actual words that Will Smith said. It was not censored, so it was the world. It was the world for real. Facts.
That shit was hell. We went live that night. I woke up and was like, you know, the lady at the house came in and was like, something just happened on the Oscars. Pulled out the Google machine, hit up old man Ally, was like, bro, we gotta go live. You gotta go live. You ain't gonna believe what the fuck just happened. Everybody's like, oh man, that shit was staged.
Yeah, that
I
was,
was
some
like,
sucker shit.
stage? What?
Yeah, I got an alert on my phone. Like, why would they put an alert on my phone from the news about this, bro?
I feel like, man, he better pay attention to the direction of things, because first of all, don't nobody want to see a fucking slave film.
Mhm.
Second of all, nobody watched that movie. I think that shit is already on Tubi right now. Like, ain't nobody watch that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's the shit you don't do, and that I lost respect. I still like Will, man, but I think it's exactly what Chris said, man. You mad at the wrong person, and you didn't direct that, motherfucker. Would you have walked up on stage and smacked Terrence Crawford?
No, or Denzel or anybody that weighed over 200 pounds.
Motherfucking Dwayne The Rock Johnson. Would you have put your hands on that man if he said, you know, the bitch got alopecia, which I don't believe, but you know what I mean? It wasn't that serious. And I think what makes him look even worse is he was laughing. He started out laughing, and he looked over at her, and she looked at him. It was like, oh my God.
It was just it was a sad day, and his image will forever be tarnished.
Yeah.
I know. You think of him, you think of that bullshit slap. You know, that's some sucker shit.
Some sucker shit, man.
She had a younger nigga to get up and you know, slap people for her. I don't know why Will went up there and did it.
Wait, you know, what you
hey, look, I understand why he did it, but that's neither here nor there right now.
I don't understand it,
but
I don't understand that neither, man. That's some young man shit.
Did y'all read? Did y'all read his autobiography?
Who's Will?
Will's, yeah.
No.
That I read the autobiography. If you read that, then you'll understand it. Trust me. But again, that's neither here nor there. If you read the autobiography, you'll get why he did it. It don't make it reasonable or called for, but you'll understand why he did it.
I know
there was no justification, even if he did, even whatever is in that damn autobiography. There is no justification for doing
it. It could be a Hogwarts. It could be a Hogwarts spell in that book. It could be a Hogwarts spell in that book, specifically to smack Chris Rock. And no, I wouldn't get it.
Yeah. No, I'm saying it's not. It don't justify it, but I understand it.
I don't give a fuck. Everybody done been through some shit. Fuck the upbringing. I don't give a damn if he got trauma from mama and trauma from these little hood rats.
There you go.
He dealt with in fucking Philly. You don't do that, especially on that stage.
No,
especially on that stage, man.
Especially when your wife keeps that pussy out in the streets.
Come on, man.
That shit belongs to the block, man. It always has.
It ain't got nothing to do with Chris. You smack that woman and you do something else to that young man who was laying the wood.
Hey, but let me say something.
Go ahead.
My bad. Let me just connect some conspiracy dots. Drizzy, this one's for you. So you know how they say Erica Badu be turning motherfuckers weird. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Even though they said Dre 3000 was already wearing weird shit. But you remember Kanye was wearing plaid pants and Converse with knit hats and suit jackets.
Yeah.
Well, it's been rumors about Will. I'm not going to go in depth on what those rumors are, but I'm going to say it's mighty strange that when after August got some of that, that monkey box that now he like strudel. He like glizzies now after having that box. The boy like glizzies. So maybe that cooch be softening these motherfuckers up. Maybe it be tenderizing these motherfuckers, putting something flimsy up in their spirit. You know what I'm saying?
Allegedly.
Let that be the end.
I'm just saying.
Let that be the bow. Michael Bray Jordan put a bow on that with that one because they
dangerous monkeys.
Some dangerous monkeys. It could flip your whole shit.
One make you dress weird and one make you soft. Make you smack niggas. Go ahead, Cuddy.
Man, I just pictured, Jada coming into the bedroom with a fucking do-rag on and shit and a strap on, just slapping that motherfucker in her hand like this. And getting down on these dudes, man, because
do-rag, a strap on in a Newport 100.
The long joint.
100. Man, if y'all don't fire this bitch up, man.
3 hours to smoke. I used to smoke the motherfuckers. I get tired. Like, I throw that shit out. This bitch smokes great level. I don't care.
It take you a whole pint of Mad Dog to smoke that motherfucker.
You try to put it out on the bottom of your shoe and damn near push yourself over.
That's two Henny and Cokes worth of a cigarette, man.
Facts.
Man, fire us up, man. I don't want to be in a bad mood talking about this dude, man. That was some foul shit, man.
That was some sucky shit, man.
I'm
Love
glad
you, Will,
Chris,
but that was some sucky shit, man. You hit another brother, man.
I think Chris got 40 for that.
40 mil?
40 million.
I think he got 40.
Who paid him? Who paid him 40 mil?
Netflix.
Oh, for the special. I thought you was talking about for the slap.
No.
I think if Will want to redeem himself, he need to go on to that what's that SFC, that Smack Federation and shit. Go up there with motherfuckers who do that shit for a living and stand there and let somebody chalk up in it.
Somebody that weigh exactly what he weighs, same height, everything.
Hey,
shit! Let one of them fingers catch that ear.
What?
Let one of them fingers slap him in the ear.
Death, instant death, instant death.
6 degrees of separation.
Yeah, instant death. That's wrong, man. I didn't even think about that, man. They ain't like those hands are accurate when they swinging like that. Yeah, he catch that ear. Didn't even think about that, family.
That's gonna be a church bill on a Sunday afternoon, bruh.
Let me run this shit.
Yeah, man.
It's time to rock this motherfucker with 3 the hard way. Thank God, Eddie P 3 the hard way. It's time to rock this motherfucker with 3 the hard way. Thank God, Eddie P 3 the hard way. It's time to rock this motherfucker with 3 the hard way. Thank God, Eddie P 3 the hard way. It's time to rock this motherfucker with 3 the hard way. Thank God, Eddie P 3 the hard way.
Ooh, shit. Cut that one short a little.
All right. Get it.
Yeah, man, I'm getting bad with these buttons. I'm accidentally clicking them shits all the time, man. Oh,
that's that old man kicking in. Like, I think damn it, these fucking contraptions.
Clackety, clack.
Yeah,
I gotta
put my
hit
mouse
control,
right there.
Alt, delete. What the fuck I gotta do to back out?
Hey, guess who's gonna be closing prison doors with their hips?
Old swivel hips.
Oh man, Mr. Built like a single mom
Childbearing hip
himself.
having
Yeah.
ass.
Hey, Sweetie Pie star Tim Norman sentenced to life.
Life.
They gonna say what? They gonna be like, what you in here for? Aggravated dick snatching.
Oh,
Just go ahead, man, and just sit back and enjoy that. You down for the long ride?
Yeah, man.
I mean,
Turn that
that's what you
Fruit Loop
get
to
man.
a chocolate yoo-hoo.
Yeah, that's what you get, man.
I mean,
That's what you get for that. That's some foul ass shit, man.
And
Your
whatever
nephew-
you do, just don't say you O'Brien in there because you'll be an asshole for it.
Nah, man. You know the knock knees and those childbearing hips. He'll make it do what it do. He know how to jail. Shit.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah,
I
he know
forgot
how to
he'd been there
jail.
before. He does.
Yeah,
Yeah, for
he
sure.
know how to jail.
For sure.
What if he run into prison though?
Don't say that, man. I don't want to think of him, running to prison and he giving them all the jailhouse version of the Sweetie Pie's chicken. Yeah.
With some
Either he
capri
gets
pants
shanked-
on.
Either he gets shanked or there's no tres leche cake for nobody.
Right. Say, man, I
Awful.
mean, it's justice. Not only did he do that, man, the cat put a hit out on his mama. And for some odd reason, I get that that's her baby, but for
Mhm.
some odd reason, she acting like, look, motherfucker, they know he killed the little boy.
Yeah.
They know he did it.
Yeah.
So it ain't that much naivete in the world. I don't, no,
That's all.
man.
Hey, man, you know how it is. That's all she got. I like those black mamas who defend their crackhead kids.
And they ignorant.
That's how that go with that. My baby ain't do nothing. Like we got video.
Yeah.
We got eyewitnesses. People.
We
that's
got
all
his
doing
taped
time.
confession.
Yeah, we got him trying to cash in.
Like when
Yeah.
the court, like you ever watch court TV and shit? They be like, yeah, such and such just killed 3 people. Judge sentenced that motherfucker. You getting 3 life sentences and she crying. It's like, what the fuck are you crying for? they didn't have to give him that long. Well, been what? 2 life sentences? He's
Right.
like, come on, man. People are dead. Like, no, man.
They ain't coming back. And
it's kind of a twist for her because, mind you, everybody involved is her people, her son, her grandson, and the fact that her old dude's father got killed, and you end up that was your brother, and then you end up killing your nephew.
Right.
So really, she's in a weird space, man. How she's supposed to, what do you think she's really supposed to do?
Stay the fuck out of it.
I don't know,
Kinda-
man. It's
kinda
hard
hard
for
for
a
that,
woman.
Yeah.
You're a mother. A mother you like a real mother would never say
mama.
fuck her kids,
A
no matter
mama.
what the
A
fuck they
mama.
did. You know,
she gonna
I guess
ride.
you right.
She
That's
gonna
it.
ride.
And she did. She like, you killed, nephew. And he's like, no, I just wanted to confront him because somebody broke into my mama house and I wanted to confront him. Like, dude, you could have called, you could have set up an arrangement. Y'all got restaurants all over the city. You went and got some chick to trap him and,
Yeah.
You could have had a press conference about this and made some money off of it.
yeah.
I mean, they
Anything but this.
I guess it's hard for them to separate, you know what I'm saying, the grown man from their baby. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But fuck all that, man. He tried to kill you too. He tried to have your ass waxed out. Man, look.
That's mamas. Mamas, man. See how many mamas you see down at the courthouse, like you said, falling out when a motherfucker get, 3 life sentences. And like you said, what do you want? 1? Regardless, he ain't never coming home. You ain't gonna never be able to see him again outside.
The best
That's it,
shit
he's
be
gone.
when the victim's mom be ready to whoop the assailant's mom. I be rooting for the victim's mom like a motherfucker. I be like, man, go drop kick this bitch. Cause some of them I'll watch the defendant's mother will be sitting there talking shit to the victim's mom.
Hell
Yeah.
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 Hell yeah.
Bitch, that nigga on camera. What are you talking about? I don't care. That'd be like the cats that's okay. Y'all saw the case where the young lady, I think it was Chicago. She was a cop. She was in plain clothes, and Money tried to rush her and take her gun off of her.
And she shot him.
Right. She warned him like
Yeah.
3 times, and she's like,
I will shoot you.
And he didn't give a fuck. His people, she ain't have to shoot him. Why not?
He thought it was a quick lick. Like I said, anybody can get it. Anybody. Can get it. You know, so don't underestimate, you know, like, oh, like that look like somebody that's, you know, that's weak. Motherfucker got a 4.5 up under that shirt.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
You know, keep playing with them, you know, and that's what happens, you know.
Ain't nobody bulletproof.
Yes, you're gonna end up on that t-shirt. You know, they're gonna end up at the end of the first 48 setting off those balloons. You know,
that part.
Yeah, man. I think Thunder Thighs got Ain't that fucked up to call a man Thunder Thighs? Woo! I done fucked the mic up.
Oh shit.
This is round 2 of this dude, man. Him getting caught and him getting sentenced. Damn. Yeah, man.
That's fucked up. You don't call no man Thunder Thighs.
You can now, man, because that's gonna be his name. That boy, them jailhouse dickies fitting mighty tight there, son.
They're gonna be like Sweetie Pie. Hey man, my name is Tim. Nigga, I said your name Sweetie
Pie.
Your name is Yam Mama, motherfucker.
It's Tim. Can't you spell Tim? SWEETPIE. Tim.
Oh shit.
Damn.
God damn.
Welcome back.
Yeah. They've been like, man, bring them what was them little pies you buy in the hood store?
Which ones? Honey buns?
The turnovers.
They was like half a little pie was like apple pie.
Pies.
You put the motherfuckers in the microwave, they be good in the motherfucker.
Mm-hmm.
You know what's the name of them shits?
I know what you're talking about, man. They even had them in chocolate pudding.
That's what they gonna call that motherfucker.
Them hostess joints.
That's what they gonna call that motherfucker.
Little hostess joint.
Wow. When they bring them thighs over here, baby.
Man, go, man.
They're gonna be like, hey. No, wait. So you killed your nephew, right? Let me holler at you. Where your paperwork? They gonna read his paperwork. Oh, you tried to kill your mama too? Meanwhile, there's gonna be a whole bunch of motherfuckers lined up around that cell. They're gonna be down the cell. All the other cats be like, oh, I ain't gonna get raped today. Thank God this nigga came up into the jail with them thighs.
I'm done with all.
Oh shit! Call them thighs and pies, motherfucker. Thighs and pies.
That's the closest thing to a woman. Tuck your dick to the front.
Put it underneath your stomach.
Oh man, go. Oh my god.
Hey man, a lot of times, man, we see people get off this shit and get off, man. You know, and I hate to. No, I don't. I was about to say I hate to laugh at. You know what I'm saying? I'm not laughing at the family because this has got to be a huge embarrassment to the family. And I will say I know that his ex-wife feels safe now because she was complaining for years.
Motherfucker was crazy.
That the motherfucker was crazy, and nobody believed her.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Until they found out that he did what he did. So I know that she can probably sleep better at night, man, because you know, I guess this cat pretty much gave her the blues, you know, but all jokes aside, it's a bad situation, man. That young man was 20 years old.
Yeah.
And he lost his life over almost $500,000. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And you can't get him back. He was straightening his life out. You know what I mean? Miss Sweetie Pie, you know, she was helping him. And, you know, unfortunately, you know, the root of all evil got between that uncle and his nephew. And, you know, one dude is gone, and it's no win. Her grandson is gone, and now her son is, you know, in jail for the rest of his life. I get what y'all saying about moms. You know, mom's love is unconditional. You know, one time my mother told me, she said, if you kill up the whole world, I'm going to still love you. You're gonna be wrong. You're gonna be guilty, but I'm never gonna stop loving you. And so, all jokes aside, I get what your brother's saying. Y'all right, and respect the sweetie pie and all that bullshit. But dude is where he needs to be, man.
Yeah,
That's
for
it.
sure.
All right,
sure.
family. Roll
Next.
tape.
Next.
Call them thunder thighs.
Thunder thighs.
Joe Budden backlash for comments about Michael B. Jordan.
Oh man, y'all see I sent the two clips. One of Joe talking his shit, and one of old girl he was trying to defend, and how she played herself. It was one of those situations where she talked shit about my man back in the day, calling him corny.
Right.
And he was just like, oh yeah, remember? Yeah, I was corny then, right? But now you on the red carpet, thirsty for an interview. It was one of his, it was cool. He got his get back, So I look at it, and he wasn't necessarily shitting on her. He was just stating facts.
To me, he was playful with it. You know what I mean? He wasn't
There you
being
go.
disrespectful.
There you go. Not to the point where Joe had to come in and try to save this chick, saying that Mike was wrong for that. Like, dude, all the shit you say about these females, come on, man.
Well, that was the thing, man. And I've always been a fan of his music, but Joey has got a whole history, and he released an apology, and he brought up everything that everybody was saying, like, yo, the main thing he said was, and he made it funny, but he said, I was talking to my baby mom, and she even pulled me to the side and was like, yo, why'd you go in on him like that? He was like, oh, he was talking to the sister like this. And she was like, Joe, you've done so much worse. You got people pointing out that he allegedly whooped the fuck out of his baby mom while she was pregnant at one point.
Mm-hmm.
The shit he was saying, they said all his antics on Love and Hip Hop. So it's like the pot calling the kettle black. Me as somebody who used to drink heavy, that quit years ago, can't then sit up and get righteous with another person who has a drinking problem. All I can say is, yo, you got to be safe. I can't look down my nose at him. And, I think it was wrong. And I think a lot of times we need to get off of this shit where you can't correct the sisters and, oh, you shouldn't have said it to the sister. Nah, she made some comments and she admitted that they used to fuck with the boy. She admitted it.
Yeah.
And she sat on, and it came out when she sat on the show, because her co-host on the show was like, he's corny. He's this, that, and the other.
Yeah,
and she co-signed it. And she was like, yeah, we used to make fun of him because of his name. And he used to come to school with these headshots because he was focused. And we just thought it was real stupid. Like, oh, okay. He could have went deeper than that. But that big ass poster with Creed 3 with his face on it, you know what I'm saying?
Was enough flex. Like, you here chasing me now.
Right.
I directed this joint. This is my name is on the credits,
Right.
not just as an actor, but as a director. I got director credits on this bitch.
Right.
I'm good now. But yeah, we go back. Keep talking to the corny dude now. Keep talking to him.
This dude's been acting since he was a kid. I mean,
Yes.
so
Yeah.
I mean, if he was a working actor going to school with these girls, like, he already had some status. So the dog him out then, I mean, it's still in the prime of his career, right? I mean, if he was acting back then when they were calling him corny, it makes 100% sense to me for him to, just diss him on the red carpet right now.
And he lightweight, just exposed her, so she had to come out of her mouth and say, yeah, kind of, right then and there, not just pulling her to the side like, we got history, right? Because she said, yeah, we went to school, and then he's like, yeah, I was corny, right? He hurried up and shut that shit down and let her know what type of program he was on for that night. Like, you ain't gonna fuck this up, not tonight, tonight.
Yeah, I just don't get the point of you talking to our black sisters like that, but the white girls, like, what the fuck was the point in that, bro? Like,
him and his feelings.
And
him and his feelings, man. That was something personal.
Him being who he is, he always want to be problematic with shit like that.
Yeah, he want to be in the mix.
Man. And I don't want to,
and he didn't shit on her like he did other folks, like he did what was that what was her name? The lady who fell out on the show, the black lady.
Oh yeah, the tranny.
Not the trainee, but you know who I'm talking about, man. Yeah, her. Forget it. I cannot think of her name right now.
With the nice shoulders. What the fuck is her name?
This dude.
I can't think of her name right now, man.
Yeah, she's the one that got all them foul ass rumors. She's the one that said Tupac got raped and
He's about
Wendy Williams.
Wendy
Williams.
Yeah. All the shit that he said about her, you know, tearing, you know, he want to, you know, get on this pulpit saying that, you know, old boy is tearing down his sister. Like I said, Joe got records, you know.
I don't feel bad for Wendy. Wendy made it her business to tear down her own people, you know. But the other shit, you know, y'all spot on, man. Like it's just, and it's like Melissa Ford sat there, and it's cause like y'all motherfuckers got one of the top podcasts. But this motherfucker is a movie star, director. It ain't nothing that he's not in. His likeness is in fucking Love, Death, and Robots animation. It's unnecessary shit. It's unnecessary to go in on people like our own folks like that. Like, what the fuck? He didn't say anything to her.
They did that so that we will be doing what we're doing right now.
The fact that basically he really don't have pushing. He don't really have no negative press.
That part.
On top of that, and
that part,
like my whole take on it with Homegirl was, I didn't take it as like he was shitting on her, but I felt that it was a little bit personal, like on the sense of like, yo, I kind of like liked you or something like that back in the day, and you called me corny. Well, now that we here, you're like, yeah, I'm gonna call you out on that. And then the way she ended that interview, she kind of played herself. Well, you're not corny no more. You just proved that you used to call him fucking corny, being stupid.
That's what she said.
That shit.
She said, "You're not corny no more."
You're not corny no more.
He's like, nah.
You just fucking.
He's like, welcome to the gun show now. You know what I'm saying? Like, look, buy one get one free. You know, but now she up on like, it. She identify as a dick rider now.
Right, you know, but then it was like too. I took it also as like, well, yeah, I knew you back in the day. Like with me, like okay, like. He's known as Michael B. Jordan now.
Say the
like
whole,
that dude, right?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But back in the day, like when I first seen him on the scene, he was Lil Wallace with the braids from The Wire, who got shot in the head by Bodie and Poop. You know what I'm saying?
Fuck that.
That's what I know on that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
What was that movie that with Keanu Reeves where he was on the baseball team
Hardball.
And shit? Hardball. And he had to dance and shit every time he hit the ball. He was on base. The cat grinded and did his thing. And I think he could have went a lot harder, but he didn't. I think, look, man, what do they say? Revenge is best, is a dish best served cold.
Mm-hmm. And success is
the best revenge.
There it is. There it is. You on that man red carpet. You know, I don't agree with Joey on that shit, man. You right.
Because he did it. But the fact that said I was a corny dude, he was classy with it and shut it down with that because he could have went in a whole lot further than what he did. Right. And again, he ain't got no negative press. He said what he said, done and done. That's it.
Yeah. He could have been like, look, fine ass bitch. I would smash you because I know I could, but you called me corny years ago. You know what I'm saying?
He could have came. He could have came that
way. He could have said, "I'll smash your mama."
You this baby.
I know you want me.
Right. He kept it classy.
You know
he kept it classy. He kept it classy and let her know where she stood and how far he was gonna go with that interview. You know, pretty much put her on notice off rip. Like, you know what it is. You know who it is. Now continue.
That's why you named after cheap mascara, bitch. No,
stupid as hell. But shout out to her.
Where's that shampoo?
Love to her.
Yeah, shout out to you, little mama. Shout out,
man.
Michael B for keeping it classy. Joe Budden, man, tighten up your ship, man. You ain't got to do that, man.
No, you ain't got to do that. Because you don't want nobody talking about you and Raekwon and them. So, you know.
The
Go
chef.
ahead, man. Go ahead, man.
Raekwon the
Somebody gonna
chef.
show him
Shout
this
out.
shit. You gonna be like, so this
Shout out to
podcast
Ray and
was
Ghost, the
only-
whole Wu-Tang. For
This
sure.
podcast with only 33 subscribers. The fat nigga in a red hoodie was talking shit about me.
Hey, we are Y3PMD. Get the name right if you speak on us. That's all I'm saying.
Facts.
Right.
Just get the name right.
It's a
Like I
labor of
said,
love, son.
Yeah. What old girls tried to shit on us was that last week. Called us a bunch of punks.
Who was that?
Nobody worth mentioning, but thank you.
Thank you.
Appreciate
You know, thank you
What
for the
was-
hate watch.
what did
Please
she-
tune
what
in
was-
again.
What did
What's
she
up?
say that about?
What
She
did you
That
do?
said
Busta
something
Rhymes
about a
clip.
bunch of punks.
The Busta Rhymes.
Oh, the
clip.
Busta
Yeah.
Rhymes shit.
Like
Yeah.
nobody even said anything.
We spoke the truth.
A
And
bunch of
sometimes that
Oh,
hurts.
sitting
She
back
was
talking about
mad
woman.
because we justified Bus throwing a drink in her face. And
As
she
he
was like,
should
"That's
have.
just- That's assault. That's assault.
She stuck her
man."
hand in Bus ass. So he not if Bus had did that to her, she would have been justified. They would have been calling for him to be canceled. And where would
Yeah.
the police?
Exactly.
Yeah.
But now motherfuckers some punks because we like, yeah, Bus should have y'all her ass. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
That part.
But yeah, man, I thought that was hilarious, man. Again, if you ain't got no haters, man, you ain't doing it right. So
So
That's
again,
what it is,
appreciate you.
man.
Thank you
appreciate
kindly.
you. Thank
There
you.
you go.
Hit that like, share, subscribe button and tell your other
Bell.
friends that are
Hit the
haters
bell.
to go ahead and watch some shit to get your
Bell.
blood pressure going. Please.
That part.
We
Tune
here to
in next
make
week.
You mad? Hit the bell.
Oh, shit. What we got next?
Shit.
Cuddy look like he need a lap.
Yeah, he needed
Man,
naps. He
I
needed
do,
a
I
couple
do.
naps, man. Hey man, did y'all get a chance to check this shit out, man? I was knocked out
Yo,
last
I
Thursday.
seen some of it.
The lady at the house was like, I was gonna wake your ass up because
Man, I seen some of it, but
going up
yo,
online, everybody was just like, going live and was just
I
saying,
I
is
wish
it.
they re-televised that shit, man. But Joe, just to see Latifah and
That's what I
Money
was
Love
gonna say.
perform Ladies
Dog.
First.
dog, everybody was
Yeah.
there. Common, Queen Latifah, Chuck D,
Epic.
everybody came out for
Epic.
this
Dog,
this
that
send off for
sh-
Dave / they also got their music put up on streaming services now, so you can get all the
Man,
daylight
that
shit now.
shit was beautiful.
Yeah.
But we ain't seen Queen lie in years though. That was what was
And
so dope
that
about it.
part,
No, we saw her when what was that, the BET
On the-
when they did the
that
shit for
50 hit-
Brandy.
Yeah.
Did that shit with Brandy, that remix, that Wanna Be Down remix when they had MC Light, Yo-Yo, Queen. Yeah, she
But
came
she
out for
was
that.
on, she came out on the Grammys too. She was on that shit.
Okay. Yeah, that's my favorite female rapper out there.
Queen Latifah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
favorite.
Queen is dope. I love
Queen is
Queen
dope.
back in the day.
Queen
Favorite.
dope.
Man,
5
Queen
on the
dope.
black hand side. Who you calling the bitch? Yeah, man.
She disappointed me too. Right after motherfucking the
Set
brat.
it off. Set it off. You mad after she done came out after Set It Off, man?
Man, it
Oh,
once
funny.
man, the brat, then Queen Latifah. You know, like
Yeah, Queen
if
Latifah
rage,
beautiful,
if rage
man.
comes out the closet, man, I'm gonna lose my shit, man.
Who?
You are stupid. You are
That's my other.
fucking
Hey, man,
stupid.
when it, bro,
Stupid
like
as a
everybody having crushes.
Baby D, come out,
Hey,
man.
you gonna be
John.
you gonna be inside the car when she hit the hydraulics.
Ah,
Whoa.
ah.
Oh shit, man. But
That shit was-
I saw some clips, man. Somebody, I think I got it. The lady at the house found somebody who live streamed it from the beginning to end. I'll shoot it to you guys. I want to check it out.
Yeah,
I just
please
didn't have the
do.
time.
Please,
But
do.
yeah, man, the songs, man, and just the people just being in that room. Just one of those nights,
That energy
will never
was
be duplicated.
electric, bro, for sure.
Will
For
never be
sure,
duplicated.
man.
And I think that was
shit,
the proper send off for my man Dave.
indeed.
Hey, what happened today? What ended up taking his
Some
life?
people were saying he had congestive heart failure.
Congestive heart failure.
Mm.
Yup. Tragic.
He was
tragic.
Like
man.
when they did the 50th dedication for the Grammys, he was in the hospital then. You know, they said he was already, because they went live. Like one of the last times he went live, it was, you know, the guys and everybody was at their crib and he was in his hospital bed, you know. But yeah, they say he's been sick for a minute.
Damn, so we lost what, 2 members from the native tongues?
Right, him and Fife, and that was the one thing I was gonna say. Like the only like the crazy thing about that, the fact that Dave is home now, he had Fife to welcome him.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir. And Dilla,
and Dilla for sure, and Dilla.
They in the cipher right now.
Facts,
dude.
With Dilla providing them ill ass beats.
Yes, sir. Yes,
for
sir.
Sure.
I wish
like
I could
for sure. The heavenly cipher.
Yeah, we done lost a lot, man. I just hope, you know, now we of that age, you know, I hope it doesn't come as fast as it was last year. Like we, you know, people, you know, we lost Shock G, all those other cats, you know, off of shit like, you know, we lost Shock G and DMX off fucking fentanyl.
I mean, we know he lost Gangsta Boo to that shit this
Yeah.
year. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Fuck. There he is.
Drizzy.
What's up, Playboy?
What's happening?
Drizzy.
I heard fentanyl.
Fentanyl. Who got the fentanyl?
Who
got the fent? That shit is.
I got spiders all over me.
Laying cats out, man. Thinking this, you know. Oh, I could fuck with this new shit, and that's the shit that killed Omar too.
Yeah.
You know?
Fuck.
Yeah.
He was on the no.
Yeah, he got a hot shot, man. Got some of that shit. You motherfuckers is cutting everything with fentanyl, man, to stretch it. And if that ain't your lane, stay the fuck out of it. Especially if you damn near 45 and up.
They cutting the doogie.
Yeah, they cutting the doogie.
Like at that age, you would have a guy that you trusted. You know what I mean? Like
that's just it. That's what my man with C-Dub just said about Gangsta Boo. They saying that she got that shit from her brother.
Yeah, because he OD'd too, but they was able to save him apparently. So
yeah, like you thinking you send your man out to get the good shit, and he come out, you know, got some shit from his knucklehead friend who in the lab cutting the doogie up.
Right.
Yeah, you fuck around and that's it. Lights out.
Hey, I mean, shoot. Listen, people that I don't care for, when they ask me how I lost all this weight, I tell them it's on my diet of fish and fentanyl.
You can't say that, man. You can't.
I say I lie to them and tell them that. I don't really do that shit, nigga. I'm a pescatarian, smoothies and juicing, brother.
They got a motherfucker with club foot stepping on the doogie these days, man.
Man, I mean, they sprinkling. I saw some shit, motherfuckers spraying weed with fucking sand, so it'll weigh more.
Nah, man.
Yeah,
bullshit,
stay away from the doogie.
Go smoke that.
Stay away from the doogie.
They put
bug
spray
down with dope.
They put bug spray on paper and call it K2.
Just say no, man. Just say that shit worked on me, man.
PSA, man. PSA of the
Just
day.
say no,
man. Just say no to the shit, man. Get high
I seen
off
a man
life,
trying
man.
to swim in a concrete floor in prison from that.
Just say no, man. For real, man.
Tripping balls.
It ain't working, man.
Lead it.
Come on, man. Just say no don't work, man.
It worked for me, man.
enough,
Just
man.
say no. Leave the
We had
doogie alone, man.
We had the dare car at our fucking school too.
What scared me was when they said crack kills. I was just like, what you mean kill?
Nah,
like,
son.
When you smoke it, you just
Yeah,
die.
but that dude, DARE stands for drugs are really excellent. So that shit don't fucking work, dog.
You know what got me? They need to bring back the this is your brain. This is your brain on drugs. When that motherfucker, I said, oh, that's my brain an egg, and then he cracked my shit and fucked it up and then fried it up.
All that did was make me hungry. You know, that's all I
Hey,
that's all that did.
I'm gonna tell you what else. You know what got me to quit smoking? Them Truth commercials. Every
when the
True
lady
commercial,
with the lung and all that shit with the neck missing. And,
because they was always from Ohio.
She be talking like this, and she be like, "Yeah, you know, you don't want to smoke. You need to stop smoking, or else you're gonna end up like me." And she turned and half her head be gone.
Yeah.
I was like, "Fuck this."
When old boy was like,
Fuck
be
that
careful
shit.
when you're shaving. You don't want to get nothing in your hole. I was like,
that shit was all coming out.
I don't
Oh,
need that
son.
shit.
Yeah.
I quit, man.
I'm cool.
When they said, look,
hey, look, I told you what got me from that. I told y'all before. I'm gonna say it again. What made me not want to smoke blunts is fucking Keith Murray lips. Yeah, that got me. That was the stay away from that shit.
He was
looked like he smoking bread swishers. Hey, they said
more than blood. He's smoking the Woolies.
I've heard that recently.
And also, I saw cats rolling blunts back in the day with the Phillies when they licked the whole fucking paper, and we'd be rolling.
Yeah,
they put the heat on in the car. They dry that shit off, and all you got is the car smelling like your homie's breath.
Motherfuckers be like,
yikes!
That part.
Yeah,
that part. Here,
you put the whole blunt in your mouth.
Yeah.
Suspect.
Hit this. Hit this. Yeah, I'm so cool on that, bro.
He be like, nah, bro, it was a better way to do that shit, man.
I'm good.
It was a better way home.
Put it up on the dashboard so it'll dry. Yeah, I'm cool, cousin. I'm cool.
You they licked it too much and they pick it up and the spot be wet where they let it stick. You be like, nah, man, fuck that.
Cool.
Fuck that, you nasty bastard.
Don't want
your breath
nothing
be
that had your
anyway.
tongue all over it that way, and you licking it with your full tongue. I'm cool on that, homie.
Your tongue white as shit, man.
That was my what you call it, man. My
your tongue white as shit.
Yeah. Wow.
Oh shit. Awful. All the fucking way, but true.
I'm just saying, man, kids.
I was never a smoker of weed anyway.
Yeah.
We don't smoke blunts, y'all.
Better hand me one of them Granny Smiths. Do it like the Cuddy do. Fuck that.
Yeah.
I just man.
I'm not hitting that,
man.
Man. Not hitting.
I wish they had some shit for the bottle because they had some just say no to alcohol because for about 7 years I was in the sunken place, fucked up and didn't care. No, how he was trying to get out the sunken place, he was swimming. I was just in that bitch like
I'm gonna be here for a minute. I'm gonna be here for a minute.
Making funny noises.
It's all right, man. Everybody find their way out eventually, man, for the most part. Those who want to.
Yeah.
But again, you got cats who they find their way out, then they try to dip back in, and that's when they really go left, like X, an old boy from The Wire, who they said they were trying to clean up their act, and then they fucked around and tried to get that one last hit, and that new shit is out there now. And it's putting cats out. It's not, you can't, they're not living to see tomorrow. It's like, dude, that's it. You're done. Game over.
Right.
And that's what ended up happening. Shock G. What was the old boy's name from The Wire again? Drizzy?
Michael K. Williams.
And DMX. Having heart attacks off that shit, man. Too old.
Yeah.
All right, but that's our PSA for the day, man. Yeah.
Your man, just say no, man.
Yeah, don't let your man lick all over your
and rest in peace to everybody.
For sure.
That passed, man. They had their own demons, but they entertained us for years, man. So,
hey, and stream them De La Soul albums
all day. Get on it. Get on it. They up and running now. They on all the platforms. It's so sad that it had to happen at this time, but it did happen. And hopefully,
somebody name your son Trugoy the Dove. Name him.
Facts. At least nickname him.
Nickname him Trugoy.
Ed, you already know what I was almost about to say.
What's up, fam?
I mean, even the fabulous De La suspect when it comes to this whole. Well, never mind.
Go ahead. Go ahead. All right, man.
Somebody always has to die, and then everybody gets their masters and streaming and all kinds of shit. So I'm just saying.
I got you, man. But they've been going. That's that fuck. What was that? What was they label? Tommy Boy.
Never fails.
Yeah. Fuck assholes.
Never fails.
Mm-hmm.
Remember, what was it, a couple of years ago? They put out their whole catalog for like 48 hours for anybody can fucking download it, the whole catalog for free, and didn't tell nobody. It was just one of those. If you happen to be online at that time,
What?
it was yours to grab. They was like, fuck it. It wasn't even for them. They said it wasn't about the money. It was like, only thing we wanted to do was hear our shit on the radio. Anything else, gravy. And that was the mindset for some cats back then. You know, there's some Long Island kids.
Yeah.
You know,
It's sad that play for play. You know what I'm talking about?
yeah.
Even happened because before the radio used to be slamming. You got to hear all of that shit. And
That
then
was the only way we could hear shit from New York and everywhere else across the country. That was it. You had to tune in. We didn't have satellite radio. We had that fucking playlist.
Word.
You know what? Interestingly enough, it was always pay to play. It just caught up with that genre in the industry.
Facts.
Facts.
We talked about the gatekeepers.
Guys
like,
really started coming into the money, you know.
Yep. Like everybody wanted to go on Funk Flex back then. Remember that? He was the gatekeeper.
Yeah.
If he break your record, you solidified. You good. You know, everybody's gonna fuck with you. You're gonna be in rotation. Now the satellite kicked in and internet. Everybody like, man, we don't need these cats no more, man. That's why everybody's shitting on them now. But that's
and we missed out on a lot of good music because of that shit.
That part. Cats like they wouldn't fuck with the South, and the South was heavy. You know, they wouldn't play that shit in New York. Or what was that? West Side Connection complained about that shit. They was like, dude, we platinum. We don't get no spins on the East Coast.
Right. Pac talked about that shit.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
All right, brother Tank, before you pass out, man, go ahead and hit that button, man.
Yeah, man.
I see you over there,
man.
man.
Sleepy, and I'm right with him.
Man.
He got them puppies around his feet, man. All right. All right, so you gotta talk to me about this, man. I saw this and was like, okay, man, I know you got every issue of these somewhere in the house.
And I was about to buy that specific pair too, but I was like, I don't know. But you know what though? They're not bad. And I was looking at the designer of them, and they do have like a significance, so they're not bad. I mean, like that. I was gonna get them, but I was like, yeah, I'm kind of cool on them, even though that purple is like my favorite color, and that shit does go hard. But I mean, for the significance of them, I mean, for like some history, if you want to like cop them and just stock them or something, possibly. But my money ain't that long.
When I saw that price tag, I was like, well, shit, where the fuck have I been? Because the last time I bought a pair of Timbs was from Grove City. You know,
how much are they? Hey, $200.
Oh,
yeah. I don't have $200 to wear some Omega Sci-Fi looking Timbs, bro.
I would never wear these fucking things.
That's the whole thing.
Wait a minute.
You really gotta have.
He just said it. Omega Sci-Fi.
That's
Wait
exactly
a minute.
What colors they are, bro.
King the Conqueror will wear these motherfuckers. Look at this shit.
That's exactly what color they are, bro.
They're royal
purple with that metallic gold on them, and the back is like a vinyl black.
Let me tell you, if Timberland wanted to do a 50th anniversary, they could have released the cinnamon, or they could have released the Timberlows, because motherfuckers can't find them Timberlows.
They dropped the Timberlows last year, whores.
I ain't even see them shit.
And them
I wish I
shits
had them.
they $300, bitches.
Damn.
For the Timberlows?
$300, son.
See, my thing is with this, I wanted to talk about
ain't even good word.
The significance of Timberland in hip hop, and do they owe for all that free damn advertisement?
So let's go into that.
I don't give a fuck if you didn't.
That was my whole point about this topic.
They owe hip hop a whole bunch of shit. They owe hip hop everything. But this company at a time said that they didn't fuck with hip hop like that. You know what I'm saying? Because it was a time when motherfuckers was boycotting these motherfuckers. Not even in the beginning. This was about maybe 20 years ago.
Got you.
So
he said he didn't prefer the way that urban fellows sported his goods.
Their shoes.
Exactly.
Wait a second. Hold on. I gotta pause, y'all. Cause see, I heard a lot of that shit was bullshit. I heard that.
Nope. Hold
on. They had that rumor with Timberland. They had that rumor with Tommy Hilfiger. They had that rumor with what's the shit? Cristal, it was some shit. And I know Hilfiger came out like, I ain't never said no shit like that.
Nah, see, Tommy and all them with Timberland. That we talking about the early 90s. And that was rumor. That was rumor. But this other Timberland stuff, what I'm talking about was this was like in the 2000s. This was later.
Yeah, he came up on, I want to say it was Oprah, to clarify. And the statement wasn't as nefarious as it was dubbed, but it was still typically, I designed the boots. I appreciate the fact that there is a demographic that has gravitated towards my design. I didn't intend for it to be worn the way that it's being worn, but I can appreciate, the different eye and style or something to that effect. But essentially, he was saying he didn't prefer seeing images of his boots being worn that way.
Yeah, he didn't want to give us the credit for making that shit as popular as it is.
How many hip hop verses have Timberland in it? How many videos? Timberland jackets, Timberland.
Come on, man.
Boots. I mean, the first time I saw Tim's actually was fucking DOS Effects.
My thing is this. It shouldn't even be the fact that he even said it in any light fashion. The fact of the matter is, motherfucker, those were shitty work boots. Shitty. I tried to work in them motherfuckers. And with the advent of fucking Red Wing boots and all these other, was that Red Spider Cuddy?
High tech,
all these other good boots. Like, bro, you better be glad that somebody said them shits is fly. We come from a cold area and we trying to stay warm and not slip and fall while we out here on the corners selling these purple tops. You better be happy that somebody said that, man. You better be happy instead of, like, you kept a lot of motherfuckers' feet warm when they were selling the Doogie up in New York.
Hey, but if you peep, they have another work boot. It's called Timberland Pro.
Yeah.
Those are work boots.
That's the distinction. They had to go off into that field because they are expensive as fuck too. Yeah. But the regular Timbs, that's why I saw the price tag on these Royal. I was like, $200. God dang, I've been out the loop this long.
They didn't up the price on that. All Timbs is now, all that style Tim is $200. All of them. That's
why I haven't bought none since I went to like I said, Grove City. We used to go to the outlet, and clean up. But
man, listen, I just got up here today and they were on sale for $129.
You got a deal then, son. Okay.
I'm an oddball. I'm an oddball. I've only ever purchased one pair of Timberlands just off principle.
I got a pair of
felt like they were overpriced, and
that's smart.
People buy them to the hype. I would buy the knockoffs. They wouldn't like generic, but knockoffs nonetheless. And no one ever really paid attention.
We all fed into the culture, man, because it was in hip hop. We kept hearing that shit over and over in our fucking ears. Got my Timberland boots tied up tight.
Remember the starter jackets, man?
All that shit, man.
But you know what? At this age, I don't even care about none of that shit. I mean, I buy a little shit that I like, but it's just we was young, man. I remember though. I will say this: I asked my mom to give me some Timbs that didn't specify. She got me them pro shits. I was trying to freak them. You can't even make them shits fly. I was trying to freak them. I look like I was going to pour cement instead of going to school every day, man.
Hey, when they say they got 50 years in hip hop, I mean, who is the first rapper to wear these boots? How did they track this back to Like, who did they track this back to say, hey, this is where this shit started in rap?
Well, you ain't see Dr. Dre was on the World Class Wrecking Crew. He had him on.
He had on pumps.
What? With his blouse?
Yeah,
He had
like,
the blouse.
Yeah,
Blouse.
That's a good question, man. That is a very valid question about like how did they trace their roots, saying that they was right there in 50 years? Because I don't know if Melly Mel and was rocking Tim.
Come on, man. You gotta think.
That's
back when the pump met the funk, brother.
Adidas.
Hey, these cats was rocking suspenders with no shirt on and shit.
What you call it, man?
You had one in a diaper.
That was back when they was rocking them Civil War hats with them wraparound glasses, bruh.
Facts.
Hey, you think African Man Body was chasing down little boys in these boots?
Oh yeah.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
You fucked me up, man. You fucked me up.
Oh my god. I'm done with you, son.
They're not gonna air this shit.
I'm done with
child
you,
molestation. No, that's a no-go here.
It's like Ed said, man. I mean, like I remember DOS wearing them. You know, I remember LL wearing them. You know, like
probably Onyx.
Yeah, I mean,
that was like the grimy era, bro.
Yeah.
I mean, but I don't.
Wu-Tang.
Yeah, definitely Nas. Nas, AZ.
Anybody that was rocking the army jacket.
Yeah,
anybody rocking the army jacket.
That part.
Or fatigue.
Early
Mob
80s?
Deep in them.
Yeah, I don't like you said. That's 50.
Red Man and the Death Squad had them shits.
We talking 50 years, you know. We had
that was early 90s when it was rocking them shits, bro. That was early.
I'm talking about like
them.
The K Solo had them shits?
Probably so.
Probably
so.
I don't know.
I'm talking about like the early 80s. Like I don't remember seeing Tim's in rap.
That was strictly Adidas.
And the leaders in the new school joint?
Curtis Blow never had no Tim's.
That was
Curtis Blow. What was my man with the hat to the side in front and
Houdini,
Ecstasy. He ain't had them shits on. None of them cat. That's
what
I'm saying.
Those boots that zip up by the ankle.
Was early 90s, bro.
You said the boots.
90s.
I don't remember when they burst on the scene either. All I know is, the 80s was like ponies and
that was all sneakers, bro.
And
that was when
cats weird ass shit I didn't gravitate towards.
That was when they first started getting sneaker deals.
Yeah.
And here's the other thing: is like, hey man, in rap, there's always somebody that says, like, I mean, we got somebody that says, I was the first nigga to say yes, y'all in a rap. You know what I mean? There are people that claim that shit. Like, who the fuck is claiming they brought Tim's in the rap?
You're right.
That's what I'm saying, man. It wasn't really nobody that I don't know how the fuck that 50 years.
I don't think deep 50
I
years.
think it's just basically
50 years.
I think it's just basically to commemorate 50 years of hip hop, period. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I think that's what that is.
Since they have made so much money off of hip hop.
Okay. I think that's what it is.
Thank you for the distinction.
In hip hop, period. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you for the distinction.
I need the master narrator. Make up a narrative for the first nigga getting off work to go to a cipher wearing his Tim's. Can you do it? I know you can do it.
He is so stupid.
That's gonna be the story, and then we sell it to Timberland. And hey, you know what I'm saying? You ain't gotta be true. It's gotta be first. That's you heard this.
Sure.
So you saying the motherfucker left his construction job early?
Hell yeah.
To get up in that cipher.
The hat on and everything. The hard hat.
Yeah. He got fired and shit.
You know what I mean?
And he was walking, he saw some motherfuckers in the cipher, just
Yeah, he was because he got fired because they thought he was talking to himself, but he was rapping. You know what I'm saying? He was always going over his lyrics.
And them shits was like untied and shit with the strings hanging on the side. Everybody like,
that's a safety hazard on a job site. That's a safety hazard. Man. That's why he got fired. It's a safety.
It was against OSHA regulations,
right?
And he was only wearing them like that because his feet was swollen because he had to walk so far from the bus stop to get to the site.
And he was working all them doubles.
He was on
Right.
the L, man. He was on the L. Wasn't no bus. You talking NYC. He was on that
He
L.
was on the L and he caught an L.
Listen, man, I ain't see in Beach Street. I ain't see a motherfucking N10.
I'm saying.
Wild Styles. I ain't see nobody in Tim's.
We saw Lottos.
Not at all.
We saw Pumas and Pumas.
Karate shoes,
That's what we
Pumas,
saw.
Crush Groove.
British Walkers.
Saucony's.
Saucony's, Adidas. That's it, man. Like I said,
Brooks.
British
Remember
Walkers.
British
Brooks.
Walkers.
Oh, snaps.
Yeah.
He
For
said,
sure.
Brooks. I remember
And
Brooks.
Kangaroo.
You had Deodoras.
He said
Deodoras,
Deodoras.
Kangaroos. For sure.
Dougie Fresh with his bally's on. Yeah,
Right.
yeah, man.
British Knights.
BK all
British
day.
Knights.
Stand up, MC Hammer.
There you go.
Troops.
Oh
Yeah,
man.
Troops.
Shit, I got a
XJ 900s.
I got a pair of troops, man.
Ooh, I remember
For
those
real?
too. Those
My troops.
Didn't Jordan make them joints?
Hold on a second. I got them there right here. Hold on.
Jordashes, yeah.
Oh, you got some right there?
What-
Oh, you
He
know
got
you remember
Jordashes.
Jordan. Hey man, Payless shoe source. I could luckily, my feet were too narrow at that time to fit regular, you know what I'm saying, the average shoe. So I got the luck out. I had to go to Ryers. And he had to go through a whole ordeal. And I always got, you know what I mean? So I can't even front. Like I was.
Don't play with me, man.
There you go.
Oh shit.
Oh
You
snap!
got some troops.
Don't play with
There
me.
you go.
That's what's
There
up.
you go.
I
That's what's
just got my
happening.
layaway.
Hilarious. That's
Some
what's
heels.
happening. There you go.
And be selling zigzags.
Oh, fit. For sure.
Yeah,
Bargain
I
Port
love
special.
collecting the old school shit, man. It just sit on them.
Indeed,
Especially if we
you
can
got
find
to.
them at like these off-brand stores, whatever, man. I
Yeah.
slept when I first moved out here, man. I found a pair. Corey, you can feel me on this one. A pair of Patrick Ewings.
Oh my
Cop
god.
Adidas.
Remember them joints?
They were $35, and I said, "I'll come
Oh,
back.
yeah.
I'll come
And
back."
they wasn't there. And they
Dude,
wasn't there.
To
And they
this
wasn't there.
day, I'm
They
dirt
wasn't
dog
there.
sick, man. The fucking
Hey,
Ewings.
you know what
the
store
ones.
used to? You know what store used to bring those? Not bring them out, but you know, bust them back out every now and again. Marshalls.
Yeah, that's where it was. That's
Yep.
where it was.
Mhm.
Marshalls.
was.
Yeah, man.
They still do from time to time.
You just got to be looking. And I saw them, and I was like, nah, because I was there to specifically buy something else. And I was like, I'll be back. I'll get those. Ain't nobody gonna get them. Don't nobody know about those. And I was like,
Nope.
fuck.
Nah, you gotta-
Came back, and they were gone.
Yeah.
My size,
Yeah.
only one pair, and I was like, man, somebody got me. That's my fault. I got caught slipping from now on. Anytime I see
Hey, these
some old school
motherfuckers
shit,
still
I just
kind
buy
of
it.
fly too.
What's
Yeah.
up?
The Pat
What's up?
Ewings.
Yeah,
Yeah.
boy.
Yeah.
Because they resurfaced, bull. They
Damn.
resurfaced. Them
It was
shits
like-
is fire.
They were under $40. I was like, I don't
Mhm.
know why I didn't fucking just throw them in the basket, man.
I used to be jealous.
Yeah.
I used to be jealous. Like, man, fuck.
Man, listen. I
Everybody
got
had
to
that
lose.
cousin or that
I'll
uncle who would take them up to Cleveland, Pittsburgh, or somewhere to get the shit that ain't around the city. Yeah, man.
I got a legit sneaks shoes in here. My girl was like, if you bring another pair of shoes in this fucking house,
You remember them shits?
another
them-
pair.
Remember when Nike came out with the Air Raids? They re-released them shits
Yeah.
with the straps crossed.
The Spike Lee joints.
I wanted
Yeah,
some of them
yeah.
shit so bad, and my
Wait,
mom got me
I
these
had-
shits called Olympians.
Was that the ones that were the Tim Hardaway's?
No, it was
No,
the Spike.
no.
It was
Spike Lee.
strictly Spike Lee shoes.
X.
It was
X.
his joints.
Yeah,
X joints. I had the black and gray. I took
Yeah.
I took my senior pictures with those on.
I wanted them shits bad as a
Man,
motherfucker, man.
look,
Yeah.
Memories. Memories.
my mom got me these shits called Olympians. I may have picked them out because I knew, like, I'm like, damn, I want them. She was like, nope, we going to Payless. And so I found I did the best. I did the best I could. The shits had two straps, and instead of crossing them, they had a buckle that the straps went through, so they would go back out to the side. So, but it looked like they was crossing. I tried everything. I took the little buckle out the middle and tried to cross the
Copyright
shit.
infringement.
Yeah.
And them shits look plastic. The sole was plastic. Niggas roasted the shit out of me with them shoes on, man. I used to. Listen. My dad ain't do much, but that motherfucker put some Sean Kemp's and some Grand Hills on my feet.
Nice.
That's how I was like, okay, this is my nigga. You know what I'm saying? Black moms be like, you gonna get.
You get what I can afford.
But your dad gonna be like, I ain't having that shit.
Yeah.
Man, look.
Back then, you got cats that was getting murked for Jordans.
Right.
In our time, like that nigga got on $100 sneakers. $100 was a lot of money back in our day.
Yeah.
Especially to be on a kid's feet. Right. Especially you catch a cat at the bus stop slipping. Like, dude, you killed this dude and the shoes don't even fit.
Yeah.
You know, how many times that shit happened, man?
Yeah, boy.
But I can honestly say, full disclaimer, I never owned a pair of Jordans. Never.
I got the newer ones. I ain't get those.
I never bought a pair of Jordans. I've owned two, and they were gifts. People were like, "You've never had Jordans? I got to get." I'm like, "Don't." They did it.
Right.
And I appreciate
for me to be as big of a sneakerhead as I am, I've had one pair of Jordans in my actual school time, and I got them shits on sale.
I didn't have them as a kid.
Liars.
Nice.
Never had them as a kid.
I had one pair. It was the sixes when they was white and maroon on sale for $85. I thought I was the shit. The next week they brought the sevens out.
That's how that went, man. That's how that went.
But I had some Jordans. Hey, I had Jordans and wasn't nobody trying to get me for them.
Yeah.
A win's a win.
I never wanted Jordans, to be honest. I was a Barkley fan, so it was
my man. I saw a dude at the gas station, real spit, last week wearing a fucking pair of Reebok pumps. Dude, I stopped. I wanted to take a picture of him, man. I swear, high top. He had the D Browns on.
I had the D Browns.
Let me pump.
I got
the D Browns. And I was like,
Barkley.
Shit.
I think I had the Pippins once.
They're bringing them back, but check it right now. They got a hybrid. They're Iverson questions with the Reebok pump on them.
Are you serious?
Yeah, they're fire. They're fire. They're fucking fire.
I saw the prototype.
They're fucking fire.
Damn.
They're dope.
Okay.
They're dope. They're fire.
They're fire.
They really are.
Look at the cutty.
Classic black fire.
Damn.
You guys ever watch that the sneaker repair, the like sneaker cobblers? On TikTok.
Yeah. That dude be going. He be making them shoes.
Because I got about 20 pair right now for his ass.
Get that yellow shit off, man. Get that yellow shit off my gum. Yeah.
Well, nah, shit. Like they were replacing the foam in the basketball shoes. You know how like that shit just dries out and the shoe just falls apart. Like they were replacing that shit.
No, that's why I need to holler at him because I got about 20 pair that are right now. I got shoes that are about like older than my kids, real talk, that I can't wear because like they just that damn old.
Yeah.
I don't know if they still have this policy, but Nike, you used to be able to, if you're Jordans, you could take any condition they was in, you could return them and get that same pair of Jordans replaced.
Nah, it's like after it has to be within a specific time frame or something like that. I checked. It
didn't used to be. I don't think the time frame. At least it wasn't like a short time frame. I had a friend. Every pair of Jordans he did that with. He'd wear them in the games when we played, especially when we played the City Series.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, what we got, Cuddy?
For Tank, look at him. This is last. Look at him. Yeah.
George Clinton praises Wiz Khalifa's portrayal of him in new film, Spinning Gold.
Man, I want to see this.
I knew nothing about this until today, and I really do want to see this shit. I want to check it out for real. I like George Clinton, legend, and I like Wiz. I really do like Wiz Khalifa for sure.
Yeah.
Did you see the trailer?
I didn't even see the trailer.
Look at Aubs' face. Look at Aubs' face. Yeah. There it is.
It's not just all about Parliament Funkadelic. I mean, that's just
it's about
a
whole bunch of people. That's
nice.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It seemed like
the article said it's a few folks, not just George, but they put emphasis on him. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
that shit look like it look interesting, man. I definitely want to check that out.
Like I said, man, it's funny how that story of Atomic Dogs, It's been circulating on TikTok, all the interviews. I'm sure, I don't know if you guys have heard about how it came about. George was so high, he went in there and he thought they were doing some shit without him, and they were rewinding it. And he started talking. The intro to Atomic Dog, he thought that was the fucking song. He's like, but the shit was being played fucking backwards.
Oh, that's crazy.
Is that why that song's so fucking long?
That part, and also he said he laid it down. He laid it down and was just like, fuck it, just keep it. You know, because he was trying to keep up, thinking it's being played right. That's how fucked up he was. But
he kept leaving and getting high also, right? And then he would come back even more high and forget that was his voice and just like punch me in.
He was paranoid that they were fucking doing some shit behind his back. And when they punched him in, the shit was going backwards.
That sounded about right.
If I'm not mistaken, if I'm not mistaken, that's the first. Backwards. That's the first.
That's fire.
First time the track.
Listen to it. Listen.
That the beat was dropped on the one and looped under. That's the first time that was ever done.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sound backwards.
Yeah, the album was called Computer Game. It sounded like a computer game. Video.
Yeah, that sound backwards for sure.
And he's like, that's me just trying to catch up to what they were doing. That's why I'm talking in the beginning of the song.
Shout out to DJ O Money. This and Pistol Grip Pump. That was your whole get up.
Yeah, but that sounded about right for sure.
Nah, man. I heard him explain it. He was just saying, he was like, I was so high that I was paranoid that they were doing something. And when I heard it, I was just like, yeah. And he said, I just started talking. This is a story about a dog and da-da-da-da-da. And he was like, man, I was just trying to keep up with the song, not knowing the shit was being played backwards.
Hey, real quick. Just I don't mean to cut in on this one.
You good, baby.
We got to make sure we watch this. Omar Gooding admits Will Smith knew he could slap Chris Rock, not his brother. Omar Gooding shares he would have handled Will Smith slapping his brother.
I mean, shit.
Like I said,
one hit a quitter.
Yeah.
I can see him doing it.
I mean, he wasn't. I don't think he was acting in Baby Boy. Real talk.
Facts.
Nah.
Facts.
Right.
Him and Ving had at it on the set.
Yep.
I believe
that's
they
did doubt it.
You know, he got a kid. He got a kid by an old girl that he was dating in that movie.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But I think he might have. Yeah, I think he might have stepped the wheel on that one, Mr. Nickelodeon himself. Yeah.
There's no question. I don't question it whatsoever. He got so much of his daddy in him. I think he takes more after Senior than Q.
Yeah, man. Don't let that last name fool you, man. Don't let that last name fool you. But again,
don't let Mr. hanging with Mr. Cooper fool you. That's what fooled us all.
Yeah. No, remember he was on Nickelodeon first. So yeah.
Oh, yep.
Sipping on Reggiano Labrusco.
There you go. Get the Labrusco.
It is. How was it?
It was good and gone.
My man.
There you have it.
There you have it.
Thank you again for another session. Thank you all our subs. Like, share, subscribe.
Please hit the like button. If this is 117 people, give us 50 likes. Just 50. We're trying to build this bitch. We've been trying.
Don't forget to watch out for those Karishas out there. You know. That's the PSA of the day. It's gonna be the PSA of the year. All right. The Karishans. Y'all don't know what that is. Y'all go to TikTok, look up Swaber Room.
Kisses at the bottom.
Karishans, man. We didn't have no warnings, man. No warnings.
Hey, did y'all talk about Pookie's stand up?
Yeah,
man.
We touched on it, man. We touched on it real quick.
Glad I missed it. I can't stand.
You don't like Chris?
Rooting for Massa, man.
Hey, man.
It was a lot of undertones. I'd love to deep dive on that. There's a lot of
I get that joke, man.
self-hate.
I get that joke.
No, I get that joke, but I'm saying it was a lot of undertones leading up to it and after it that I just didn't sit well with me.
Okay. All right, gentlemen. Thank you again for a great session. Go out and get those Omega Sci-Fi Timberlands.
Stay away from the doogie.
Stay away from the doogie and
the Africa Bambaataa boy band.
Man, will you stop?
Oh my goodness!
And if you see somebody with
boy
thunder
trackers.
thighs, stay away from him. He trying to kill you.
Hey, show them again what to stay away from, those blunts, those blunt wraps, man, that your homeboy licking. You know, stay away from those. That's the PSA again. Yeah, that part. Don't hit that.
Spit on it. Spit on it.
And then spit on it. Yikes!
Hit this.
Man, if you do that, your weed is done. Your weed's wet.
What's the George Clinton? What's the Wiz Kalifa George Clinton joint called again? The
Spinning Gold.
Spinning Gold. Check that out.
Yeah, definitely. Watch this damn trailer, man.
George Clinton got accepted honorary into Omega Sci-Fi. I want to say last year. It was last year.
Okay. All right. Well, he is the dog. Shit.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, they've been playing as their anthem.
That's what they step to. That's what they step to.
That's been their anthem since 1980.
That's what they step to.
Yeah, I was gonna say, well, shit, it's about damn time.
That's what they step to. And remember, stream all that De La Soul, even if you got the catalog like I do. Stream it anyway.
Stream it anyway.
Facts.
Say no to drugs.
Say no to doogie.
Watch out for thunder thighs.
Oh, they gonna turn that.
What you think happening to him now?
Oh, they gonna turn that Fruit Loop to chocolate yoo-hoo.
You wanna host this cake?
Yeah.
They said when he run, he gonna whistle.
Ooh.
You know his ass clap when he run.
Oh shit.
Okay, man. We're done. Kill the
Twerk,
lie.
fat
What?
boy, twerk.
Done,
What?
man.
Y'all triggered my PTSD. Y'all know I worked in the prison.
I don't want to go to sleep with that on my brain, man. I say something funny, man. Let's talk about tennis shoes again.
I never wanted to learn.
Oh God.
Oh, the damn way.
I'm grateful for my freedoms. I'm grateful for my freedoms, man.
That part.
Yeah. Hey, man, you be grateful for him if you was locked up with him. Like, he taking all the dick. Like, ain't nobody getting raped.
No, that's what I said.
Motherfucker, like, hey, man, I ain't got to fight nobody. I just got to go down here.
It's a bunch of new fish. Like,
all I got to do is whistle.
Right.
Craig, if you hear something, whistle.
Whistle.
Come here, thunder thighs. You about to get thighs.
Okay, man. Tank, get us out of here, man. I've been killed it.
These ain't the same white women I grew up with.
Oh,
Y'all got these
no.
Karishas running around here, Karens at the top and Keishas at the bottom.
We weren't prepared for this shit for nothing. No flyers, no warning.
Keishas at the bottom, and at the top, and at the top, and at the top, and at the top. Keishas at the bottom, and at the top, and at the top, and at the top. Keishas at the bottom, and at the top, and at the top, and at the top, and at the top. Keishas at the bottom, and at the top, and at the top, and at the top. Keishas at the bottom, and at the top, and at the top, and at the top. And at the top, Keishas at the bottom, and at the top, and at the top, and at the top, Keishas at the bottom, and at the top, and at the top, and at the top, and at the top, Keishas at the bottom, and at the top.
I went from driving sedans to Dodge Yams. The gentrification of ass has gone too far.
That NFT is available on Ethereum right now.
You see that? Motherfucker got me ready to sing D-Train.
I mean, a couple of those I had. A couple of those I had. Dave Chappelle
Dr.
flashbacks.
Umar, but I have to. I got to look at that ass.
Let me say something.
What's up?
Let me say something.
Say, speak your piece, homie.
Ain't no motherfucker that militant.
Speak on it. Speak on it.
Hey, you know, the whole militant oxymoron was, or contradiction was, you know, black combat boot wearing, pink Cadillac driving, white girl fucking
having, yeah.
black fist afro comb having, right? We could go on for hours, but
hey Tank, did you tag old boy in that shit, man?
Man, I did. You know that shit only got like 11 views on TikTok.
Sorry, man.
It did?
Yeah, man.
Play that one more time. We need to do an encore.
I gotta say this. A couple of those reminded me of
Instagram.
Dave
I'm gonna
Chappelle.
repost that shit.
A couple of those flashed me back to Dave Chappelle when he said flat, like what he said, like pancakes like mom used to make, and then they just something else happened. It was like, whoa, how's that occur?
Man, listen.
It was like pancake and then teardrop.
No, you know what happened? The motherfuckers quit starving themselves, man.
Right on.
They quit starving themselves and running, and they open up their fucking dating pool.
The Kardashian effect.
Yeah,
show it one more time so everybody can see.
Shout out to Beat Down Brown.
I didn't get a good look at that.
He chopped this shit up so quick. He was like, hey, man, hey, get us a beat for this shit. This motherfucker had that shit turned around and turned back to us in like 15 minutes. Like,
that part.
Dude is a genius.
Shout out to him. Shout out to Tank for the chopping this shit up, man, and adding those the little Phillies in there. That guy got off. Look at him like, man, hold on, man, I'm about to go to bed, but I see that again.
These ain't the same white women I grew up with. Y'all got these Karishas running around here, Karens at the top and Keisha's at the bottom. We weren't prepared for this shit for nothing. No flyers, no warning. Keisha's at the bottom, and at the top, and at the top, and at the top, and at the top. Keisha's at the bottom, and at the top, and at the top, and at the top. Keisha's at the bottom, and at the top, and at the top, and at the top, and at the top. Keisha's at the bottom, and at the top, and at the top, and at the top. Keisha's at the bottom, and at the top, and at the top, and at the top, and at the top. Keisha's at the bottom, and at the top, and at the top, and at the top. Keisha's at the bottom, and at the top, and at the top, and at the top, and at the top. Keisha's at the bottom, and at the top. I went from driving sedans to Dodge Yams. The gentrification of ass has gone too far.
He turned his light out. Come on,
turn off the lights.
What's up, fellas?
Light a candle.
Ain't nobody that militant.
My milk and magnesia.
Oh man.
It ain't a
My alabaster queen.
Man, Ed came out the blue, was like, hey, man, hey, I seen this TikTok and it's just stuck in my head, man. We got to make a song out of this shit.
I was like, that's the hook, man. That is the hook. We got it. That's it, man.
Man.
Say hey there, Carisha.
Karishas, man. They out here, fellas. PSA. Be on the lookout for them.
Man, say
Everywhere.
I'm turning off the lights, man. It's time to go, family.
He watching that TikTok again. Look at his face.
Right.
That motherfucker over there looking like the Scream mask.
Hilarious. That's fun.
Oh shit, man. All right,
Gentlemen.
Mandingo Warrior Wear. Mandingo Warrior Wear.
Oh shit, yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
Shirt, man. Flip to the stone.
Hardest working man in podcast business.
Let that man go get some rest, man. Let him
Right
go
behind
rest.
him.
Yeah.
I was supposed to go to the gym. I think I'm going to that bed.
Yeah, I got you. Right? I ain't gonna say I'm right behind you, but I understand.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah. Not
I know you ain't right behind me, bro.
Good night, Thunder Thighs. See you in the morning.
You needed some of that pound cake.
Lights out.
Cakes on the griddle. You already agreed.
He crying right about now.
Lights out. Quit playing with yourselves. You got work.
It's time to rock this motherfucker with 3 the hard way. Take off Eddie P, 3 the hard way. Thank God Eddie P3 the hard way. It's time to rock this motherfucker with 3 the hard way. Thank God Eddie P3 the hard way. It's time to rock this motherfucker with 3 the hard way. Thank God Eddie P3 the hard way.